Hello and welcome. My name's Campbell. This is Spiral Up. Hope you're having a fantastic day. And today I wanted to talk about masks, the masks we wear, not the masks that have come into the reality in the last few years, but the masks, right? The psychological masks that we use to veil who we really are. So let's get into it. Okay, so masks. We all wear masks, and it's an analogy, of course, and it's explained really well in the Jim Carrey movie, The Mask, right? And there is actually a scene where he's talking to the psychologist, and he's talking about the mask we wear, and what a mask is it's a persona. It's someone that you pretend to be when you're out around other people in social situations. And most masks are born of insecurities, shall we say, or the perceived lack of something. You may be insecure about how smart you are, say. And so when you're in certain situations, you might put the mask on that sort of turns you into the questioning person, right? So that you're always ahead and you don't have to answer questions and you're this blah, blah, blah kind of person. To protect yourself from being asked because you don't believe you're smart enough. And these are all beliefs. And I'm not saying any of this is true. The mask is born of beliefs that they're fake, right? Because we don't know what other people are thinking about us, but we think we do. We make up these stories and we're like, oh, they would have judged me on this and they're going to think this, or even into the future, if I wear this, these clothes, what are people going to say? They're not the right fashion, or they're too old, or whatever. These are all things that they're not real. They're things that we make up in our mind, and then we build these masks, to defend against things that aren't real. Is really what's going on. Because as we know, the people who, the real people out there who are just real, they're the most popular people. Everyone loves those people. No one likes someone who just goes along, with the crowd and is a yes person. So what kind of masks are we wearing? This is the big question. And of course, when we ask these questions, the first answer is going to be, oh, I don't wear a mask. But that answer is from your mask. Okay, these are all, it's our mind tricking ourselves. We get ourselves into these, big, knots, right? All twisted up, and it's all predicated off the world narrative, right? The system, what we think the world wants us to be. But the truth is, the world's just the world. It's just a background, right? It's the outside. All that really exists that we can prove is inside of us, right? Our own experience, whether that be good or bad. So the best way is to go maskless. And look what we've had in the last couple of years. And I've got to be careful with what I say here, but clearly a lot of people went out and were happy to, shall we say, continue to wear the masks that they wear, the psychological masks, but this time they actually became physical, and suddenly everyone was out there to see. And there were a few of us out there that said, no, I'm not wearing it. I'm not putting that on. I don't like that one. And we were suddenly, you could really see the difference, right, between the wearers and the non-wearers. And it's a good analogy for life. Were you one of the people that just complied to be part of the group, because it was easier, because you didn't want to be perceived as the weirdo or, left out? But whatever it is, it's all perceived, right? None of it's real because it hadn't happened. It's just in your mind. So, it's a good question to ask yourself after what you've been through. What did we learn from that? Did you put it on? And then maybe you did, maybe you didn't. Maybe you put it on for a while and then you went, hang on, there's something wrong here. And you woke up. Maybe you did it the whole time just to get along. This is what we need to go inside and look at. How did we react to this whole mask thing? And if we went out and complied, then that's probably a good indication that we're wearing quite a few masks, right? Because that whole thing, it wasn't based on any kind of reality. It was all this I mean, it was really, join the crowd, right? That's really what it was. So did you? And why? Why? Why did you feel that you weren't, adequate enough to not do that, to stand on your own? And explore those questions as well, because these are where answers lie. This is where freedom lies, right? This is where we can start to you can start to see what the mask is, because we can't take the mask off unless we know we're wearing it, right? Unless we know it's on there, we can't take it off. So the first, step is to be serious, right? Be grown up, be real with yourself and truthful, and just ask the hard questions. Am I wearing a mask? And if the answer is no, ask it again, because we all are, including me. We've all got lots of them, and it's an onion process, right? We've got to take them off layer by layer. And what are those masks and why? And when you figure that out, then you can take them off. And of course, every time you take a mask off, it's free. It's more freedom. You're being more of you, because the masks are just hiding you. They've just been put on, to hide who you really are. So masks. Which masks are you wearing? How did you fare in the last couple of years? And it's probably still going on around the world in some places. How do you react to that? And how do you react to people that were wearing them and maybe still are wearing them? Right? We know some people went way overboard with the face coverings. So I just sort of wanted to broach that topic and get you thinking about it. What are your masks? And if you want to go further into this topic, I've actually got a course. I've made a course with Lorenzo from the New Now, and you'll find the link below. So if you want to find out more about that, just go and click the link. So there you go, mask. What are you wearing? And the mask, right? The movie The Mask. It's great to watch, because there's a lot more in that than just the comedy story. It really is about this facade, building this persona up, and then walking around as someone that you're really not. That's really what that whole story is about. So, put yourself in Jim Carrey's position, right? What mask did you find? How does it make you feel good when you go out? And then the big thing is, if we wear masks too often, when we take them off, there can not be that much left behind, right? So because you put all your energy into building a persona, not yourself. So there you go, masks. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed that one. Thanks for spending some time with me. Please don't forget to give me a like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Hit the bell for notifications. And I'll talk to you all on the next upload. Bye for now.